You want some fish? I could pick out a nice flounder.
If you are a Batman fan or a kid engaging with this review, just know that this is a fantastic game. No questions asked. Just buy it and enjoy it. But if you're not a huge Batman fan like me or are on the fence about this game, then keep watching and hopefully you will get your answer by the end of this review.
Batman's here!
Alright, with the preface of this review set, let's dive right into it. Hey everyone, this is Spawn with another review, and this time it's Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. I grew up watching Batman cartoons, but I did not watch them religiously. I saw a few episodes here and there, and that's it. As for movies, I've only been watching them since Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, and then some Ben Affleck's Batman and Robert Pattinson's Batman as well. Of course, I have played Arkham trilogy games and have enjoyed them, but I played them almost 10 years ago and barely remember much from it, apart from its combat and gameplay here and there. So I thought you all should know that.
Everyone loves abs.
Now, before I tell you whether to buy this game or not, it is my duty to let you know what this game is and what it is not. Sounds fair? Alright, so if you are still with me, shall we talk about story first?
Shall we flip for it?
This game's story is amalgamation of all things Batman, from the old Batman movie to the newest, including some elements from the Arkham games as well. What they have done is that they have taken some iconic moments out of all those movies and put them together with their own unique twist. And more often than not, they have made it hilarious to a point that you will find yourself laughing. But the biggest catch here is that you better hope that you have seen all those movies even to understand those differences.
Where is Bane? Martha!
Martha? Why'd you say that name?
I was streaming this game for a bit, and at some moments my chat will be like, oh, they included this, oh, they included that, and I had no clue about it. What I'm saying here is that apart from those iconic scenes, there is not a lot going on to keep the story of the whole game tied up together. Game is divided into chapters, and each chapter is not connected to the previous chapter. You can think of the story of this game as if you are a Batman and you go up beating around the bad guys, and that's pretty much it. Best thing about it is that the dialogue writing is spot on, and they have done a great job making it hilarious. In most cases, it's at the expense of Batman. They have not left any opportunity to make fun of Batman in this game, and I thought it was funny.
Hey, who are you? And how'd you get in here?
I'm Batman, and I'm Batman.
Alright, let's talk about the gameplay now. The game has a lot to offer in this front. The game is full of puzzles, action, and a lot of hidden items to find. Each mission felt unique in its own way, and on top of it, in almost each chapter, you are introduced with a new character, and then you can play them as your main character. You could seamlessly switch between these characters, and they all had similar basic abilities and two unique abilities of their own. Some puzzles or paths could only be unlocked by the right character, so you had to switch between them to progress in the game. I really enjoyed this aspect of the game. It kept me engaged for a long time. There were a total of 5 or more characters unlocked apart from the Batman. In general, each chapter started with an introduction to a new character, and first half of the mission you spend learning their abilities and figure out who they are as a character, and in the second half you put them to use to progress through your story. The game has plenty of side missions too, like Riddler's puzzle spread throughout the Gotham City, finding some lost animals, Clue Master's puzzle, etc. There was a dedicated side mission for Catwoman called Falcone's Fortunes, where you do a break-in job to steal some money. Then of course there was traversal, diving and combat trials as well. In short, there are plenty of side activities in the game to keep you busy and engaged. The only problem is that it's all too easy. Let's not forget that this game is made for kids, and I had to constantly remind myself of that. Another core feature of the gameplay was Batcave. The iconic Batcave is a place for Batman to store all his costumes, cars and trophies. The more you explore the open world of Gotham City, the more you collect these items. And I have seen that all the Batman fans going for every last item to add it to their collection. But if you're not a Batman fan, then you might not find much value in it, as they do not bring any gameplay advantages. Alright, last but not least in gameplay is that how you explore this Gotham City. This huge open world can be explored by either fast traveling, gliding to your destination, walking to them, or ride your Batmobile to them. I definitely liked these options, and in my opinion there was nothing better than gliding through the Gotham City, and that's what I did for the most part. Alright, that's it for the gameplay, and now let's move on to the combat.
One hero smash.
Irrespective of what mode you play the game in, the combat is easy in general. And as it should be, because this game is made for kids. Enemies will be a little more aggressive in the harder mode, but that's the extent of it. It's a simple punch and dodge combat throughout the game. You could throw Batarang at the enemies to make them dizzy and get some extra hits. And then you could also build up your focus meter to do a power punch to get some huge damage on enemies. Now there are a couple of enemy variants, and while most of them can be fought off in the same way, there was this enemy that was with shield. In order to defeat them, you would have to dodge them and get behind them and then do some damage. So that was a little bit of change in pace to all of that dodge and punch combat, but overall it's the same. And then there is brute enemy, where you have to dodge them at the right moment so that they could go and hit a wall and get dizzy, and then you can land some extra damage on them. But they are a tank kind of enemy where you have to fight them for a longer duration. And of course, as you would expect from a Batman game, there are plenty of bosses to fight. They all have a similar first phase where you fight them on the ground, hand-to-hand combat in most cases, and then the second phase where they did something unique. I guess it was more about who is the boss versus if the boss was challenging. If the boss was some of your famous villains from Batman franchise, then I kind of enjoyed it more to defeat them, you know?
Meow.
Alright, let's move on to the skills. It's very basic. There are two types of skill trees, and they are combat skills and exploration skills. You upgrade your skill by spending skill points, and you get these skill points by completing main missions and side missions. Now I also found these red ninja blocks while exploring, and I thought I could unlock some unique skills with it, but it turns out I could only unlock costume variants with it. So that was a disappointment, because they were hidden really well in a chapter and you would have to go out of your way to grab them. But to see that they did not give you any unique advantage, that was kind of a bummer. Alright, that's it for skills, and now let's move on to the art, graphics and soundtrack. The art design of the game is beautiful. The game environment is mainly composed of dark green, blue, maroon, and some other dark colors. It keeps the overall darkness theme of the Batman intact, but also delivers a sense of brightness within a dark world, if that makes sense. As for soundtracks, they were pretty much non-existent while you were exploring the open world of Gotham City. But in around combat and boss fights, it would pick up and give you the feeling that you are playing a Batman game. And in those moments, the soundtrack was actually amazing. As for graphics, well, it's a Lego game. Alright, now last but not the least, let's talk about performance.
Goes up, must come down.
I played the game on my base PS5 and game ran consistently throughout. I did notice a stutter here and there and abrupt cutscenes, but they were very rare. I don't think there is anything to complain here, as the game ran smooth throughout. Alright, so after going through all the key points of the game, now it's time to deliver the verdict.
Meow.
The full entertainment value of this game is for Batman fans or for the kids. The more Batman movie references you get, the more you appreciate the game. If you are not a Batman fan, then you might not be as entertained as much as others are. Now, the gameplay of the game is good, but it's not challenging as it is made for the kids. But where it truly shines is to take you through the journey of nostalgia by giving you the best of Batman references and giving you the Arkham combat style.
Shut up.
If you are a Batman fan, then it's a must play, no doubt. If you are not, then you can either wait for the sale or might even skip it. Alright, we have come to the end of this review, and I'm hopeful that this video review will help you in figuring out whether this game is for you or not. So let me know in the comments whether you're going to buy this game or not. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
There. I knew we could do it.